What if I told you that every morning your muscles are quietly breaking down even before you get out of bed, not because of age, not because of illness, but because of 5 familiar habits you repeat every day without even realizing it? You wake up, sit up slowly, maybe stretch a little, sip your coffee, and ease into your day just like you always do. But have you ever noticed that your body sometimes feels heavy? Your strength isn't quite there, or you have to brace yourself just to stand up. You might assume that's just part of getting older, but in reality, it's a warning sign. A sign that your muscles, especially in your lower body, are getting weaker day by day. After age 60, our bodies can lose up to 8% of muscle mass with every passing decade. And here's the surprising part. Most of that muscle loss doesn't happen at night or after exercise. It happens quietly each morning when your body is still low on energy, slightly dehydrated, and at its most vulnerable. And it doesn't take anything drastic, just a few seemingly harmless habits, like skipping breakfast, relying only on coffee, sitting too long, or avoiding movement, can slowly drain the strength from your muscles without you even realizing it. At first, it may feel like a little fatigue. Maybe stairs become harder or leg cramps start showing up at night. But if nothing changes, the consequences can be much more serious. Falls, loss of mobility, or even losing your independence altogether. In today's video, we'll reveal the 5 morning habits that are quietly robbing your muscles after 60. And more importantly, what you can start doing tomorrow to stay strong, steady, and in control of your health. But before we begin, take a moment to let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And if this topic matters to you or someone you love, give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a single health tip made especially for older adults like you. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked but damaging habits for muscle loss after 60: skipping breakfast. You wake up, maybe you don't feel particularly hungry. You go about your morning routine thinking, "I'll eat later. I'm not in the mood now." But your body, it's not waiting. It's working, breaking down muscle tissue just to keep you moving. After 7 to 9 hours of sleep, your body is already in a mild fasting state. By skipping breakfast, you extend that fast, pushing your body into a catabolic state where it begins to break down muscle protein for energy. And here's the part most seniors don't realize: even if you're not exercising, your body still needs energy the moment you wake up. And without fuel from food, it gets that energy by drawing from your muscles. This is especially concerning for people over 60, because muscle recovery is naturally slower with age. The body's ability to synthesize protein declines, making it harder to rebuild what's lost. So every skipped breakfast doesn't just leave you feeling a little empty, it slowly chips away at your strength. A study from Tufts University found that seniors who skipped breakfast regularly lost up to 5% of their leg muscle mass in just 6 to 8 weeks. That's not just a number. It's the difference between walking confidently and needing support, between getting out of a chair with ease or struggling. Your muscles, especially in the legs, are your foundation. They support your balance, mobility, and independence. Skipping breakfast might feel harmless, but for your muscles, it's a missed opportunity to protect what keeps you upright and moving. Coming up, we'll look at another habit, one that might feel comforting, even energizing, but could be accelerating muscle loss without you realizing it. 2. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Now let's talk about something most of us over 60 do without thinking, starting the day with just a cup of coffee and nothing else. It's a familiar scene. You wake up. The house is quiet. You shuffle into the kitchen and brew that comforting cup of coffee. For many, it's a morning ritual that feels harmless, maybe even helpful. You might think, "I'll eat something later." But if coffee is the only thing your body receives after a night of fasting, you may be doing more harm than you think. When you drink coffee on an empty stomach, it immediately triggers a spike in cortisol and adrenaline, your body's natural stress hormones. This is your body's fight or flight signal. While this surge might give you a short burst of energy, it comes at a hidden cost. Your muscles pay the price. Elevated cortisol levels have been shown to break down muscle protein to supply energy, especially when your body hasn't received any real nutrients. According to a 2010 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, consuming caffeine without food significantly increases protein breakdown and muscle loss, especially in older adults who are already at a disadvantage when it comes to maintaining muscle mass. Pair that with skipping breakfast entirely, and you have what we call a muscle-wasting combo. No nutrients, high stress hormones, and no stimulation to protect muscle. This sets the perfect stage for age-related muscle decline. And it's not just about muscle loss. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can also cause rapid heartbeat, shaky hands, and lightheadedness, all of which can increase the risk of falls, especially if you're moving around in the morning without eating. Seniors are already more prone to instability, and adding caffeine-induced side effects only adds to that danger. So next time you think, "I'm not hungry, coffee is enough," ask yourself, is it worth trading your stability and strength for a temporary caffeine kick? Your muscles don't just need energy, they need protection. And the first step in protecting them is giving your body something real, something nourishing, before that first sip of coffee. Coming up next, we'll look at another morning habit that seems harmless, but is quietly sabotaging your muscle health every day. 3. Sitting too long after waking up. Let's move on to a habit that may seem harmless but quietly drains your strength day after day: sitting too long after waking up. Picture this. You get out of bed, shuffle into the living room, settle into your favorite chair. Maybe turn on the TV or scroll through your phone. 1 hour passes, then 2, and your body has barely moved. At this point, do you see a familiar reflection of yourself in that routine? Here's why it matters. During the first 1 to 2 hours after waking, your body is primed for movement. Your muscles are ready to be activated. Your circulation needs a boost. Even your nervous system is trying to fully wake up. But when you remain seated through this critical window, your leg muscles stay dormant. Blood flow slows, and fewer nerve signals are sent to your muscles. Over time, this lack of stimulation tells your body these muscles aren't needed anymore. And what the body doesn't use, it begins to break down. Muscle loss isn't always the result of big events. It often begins with quiet, familiar routines. A 2018 study published in Frontiers in Physiology found that just 3 to 5 days of prolonged sitting can reduce leg muscle mass by 4%, even in healthy adults. That's a noticeable loss in a very short time. And this isn't just about losing strength. Sitting too long in the morning also impairs circulation, increasing the risk of cramping, tingling, numbness, and eventually poor balance and instability. The longer this continues, the more your independence is quietly put at risk. So what should you do instead? You don't need to start your day with a workout, but gentle movement makes a big difference. Try stretching standing while drinking your morning tea or walking around the house for a few minutes. You're not trying to build muscle, you're simply reminding your legs you're still needed. In the next part, we'll uncover another morning habit that seems innocent, but may be putting more stress on your muscles than you think. Not drinking water or forgetting electrolytes. Here's a quiet habit that catches many people off guard: not drinking water first thing in the morning or forgetting to replenish essential electrolytes after a full night's sleep. Think about it. You've just gone 7 to 8 hours without any fluid intake. That's nearly a third of your day with no hydration. Your body wakes up slightly dehydrated by default. And yet, for many people, The first liquid they reach for isn't water, it's coffee or tea, which are both diuretics and may make dehydration even worse. What happens when your muscles are dehydrated? They contract less efficiently, fatigue more easily, and become prone to cramping and stiffness, especially in the legs. And for older adults who naturally have lower fluid reserves, this can be even more severe. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology 2001 showed that even mild dehydration significantly reduces muscle performance, especially in the lower body. That means less strength, slower response time, and higher risk of falls or imbalance. On top of that, lack of hydration reduces circulation. Less blood flow to your legs means less oxygen and nutrients being delivered to the muscles, making them feel weak, tired, or heavy even before your day has started. But here's the part many overlook. It's not just about water. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium are essential for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling. If your breakfast is low in these, or you don't replenish what was lost overnight, especially through sweating, your body stays in a low-performance state. So, what's the fix? Start your morning with a glass of water before anything else. Better yet, add a pinch of sea salt or a splash of electrolyte mix if your diet tends to be low in minerals. Include potassium-rich foods like bananas or leafy greens with breakfast. These small adjustments can wake your muscles up, improve circulation, and prevent that sluggish, crampy feeling in your legs. In the next section, we'll look at the final habit, one that many don't realize is slowly weakening the body with each passing day. 5. Not getting morning sunlight. The hidden danger of vitamin D deficiency. There's one final habit often overlooked, yet quietly setting the stage for weakness, wobbly legs, and even dangerous falls: not getting enough sunlight in the morning. If your morning routine keeps you indoors, curtains drawn, lights dim, breakfast in front of the TV, you're not alone. Many seniors enjoy a quiet, peaceful start to their day. But while you're sipping your coffee or reading the paper, your body is missing something crucial: vitamin D from sunlight. Vitamin D isn't just for bone health, it plays a vital role in muscle strength, coordination, and balance. Without enough of it, your body struggles to absorb calcium and properly synthesize muscle proteins. Over time, this leads to weaker muscles, shaky legs, and reduced motor control, especially in the lower body. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition 2011 found that older adults with vitamin D deficiency were 1.7 times more likely to experience a fall. That's nearly double the risk, and it often stems from nothing more than skipping morning sunlight. When your skin is exposed to natural sunlight, especially in the early hours of the day, your body begins producing vitamin D. It's like a natural switch that boosts muscle metabolism and supports your nervous system. But staying indoors, especially during those first hours after waking, means your body stays in a deficit mode longer than it should. And here's the challenge: vitamin D deficiency is often silent. You might not feel it at first, but then your legs begin to tremble slightly on the stairs. You start catching yourself on furniture more often. You don't realize it's connected until one day you slip. So what can you do? Try stepping outside within the first hour of waking, even for just 10-15 minutes. Let the sunlight hit your arms and face. Open the blinds, sit near a sunny window, or walk around the garden. These simple acts can help your body reset its balance, build strength, and reduce your risk of falling. In the final part of this video, let's recap what we've learned, and more importantly, show you how to turn these small changes into powerful habits that keep you strong and independent. Let's take a moment to reflect, not just on what we've learned, but on what it truly means. Every morning gives you a fresh chance. A chance to choose a better way to live with yourself through habits that are both kind and science-backed. For many of us, we've simply been following a familiar rhythm, a quiet morning, a warm cup of coffee, maybe the news, maybe a moment to ourselves, without realizing that these comforting rituals might also be silently weakening the muscles that carry us. So let's revisit the 5 seemingly small habits that may be draining your strength. Skipping breakfast, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, sitting too long after waking, not hydrating or replenishing lost minerals, and missing out on early morning sunlight. Each habit alone may feel harmless, but together they send a powerful message to your body. There's no need for energy, no need for movement, no need for strength, and your body responds exactly as it's told. The good news, you don't have to give up what you love to protect your strength. You can still enjoy your coffee. You can still savor the peace of your morning. The difference lies in the balance. Have your coffee, but with a protein-rich breakfast. Sit and relax, but stretch a little first. Drink your water just a glass before anything else. And let in the light, stand by a window, or step outside for 10 minutes. These aren't drastic changes. They're tiny shifts with a big return. A stronger you, a steadier walk, a future with more independence. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits felt the most familiar to you? Let us know in the comments. We genuinely read them all. And if this video helped you or someone you care about, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical science-based tips to stay strong and independent. Because aging doesn't mean giving in. It simply means choosing more wisely how we begin each day.